my little friend, this little Robin, keeps coming to see me every day. I've got some food for you this time, look. You want it? Go on. It's quite tame, this one. But I don't know if he'll make it. Go on. Oh, flown off. Anyway, welcome to the WAC. The Wendover Arm Canal. That's what I'm calling it, the WAC. I'm a patron of this canal, so I can say that. Bit of a random live stream. I just decided it was a lovely day and I just really want to show you all this. Look. This is, how far in is this? Because the whole canal is about the whole canal, Wendover Arm, it was developed as a feeder canal, get water into the main Grand Union parts. So 6 3/4 miles from Wendover, a little town, to the junction called Bulbourne Junction. But this is as far as I got with restoration. We're about a mile or so in, I think. Well, you'll see, because we're about to take a journey going that way towards the Grand Union. Hello, Rachel. Says, afternoon, lovely to see you again, hope you're well. I am very well, thank you. Hello, Alison, as well. Yeah, welcome everyone. I'm doing all right. This is a bit of a random, let's go on an adventure type thing. So, yeah, most people will probably be outside enjoying the weather anyway. I'm not watching this, but yeah, welcome to the Wendover Canal. I've got all my information booklets here that I, that I haven't read. Because I've only been here, I feel like I've only been here about a day. Because the moorings I'm on are just 2 days. But in a minute we'll start the engine. Let's have a look at the map. Oh, that's cool. So that's Wendover, a little town there. So I think you can walk along it anyway. And then there's a bit that's definitely in the dry. And then we are here, which is, yeah, probably about a mile from the junction. And that's the Grand Union, that's like the motorway of the whole blooming system. We're in Buckinghamshire, which is quite near Tring. I mean, where we are now is near Tring, which is that bit there. And Aylesbury's up here somewhere, and Berkhamsted's down here. It's a lovely place, I tell you. Very quiet. Apart from me whittering on, it's very quiet. I would ideally like to stay a little bit longer, but you only get 2 days more in here. We might pass by another mooring spot that I can at least recommend to other people though. And if you look in this direction, where I'm standing at the back of the boat, you can see there's another boat here. And yeah, I think they've picked a nice little spot, although it is on the turning point, on the winding whole part of the canal, so it's probably not the best place to be, especially if, well, you can't have any wide beams down here really. You could do, but I think it's a bit shallow and a bit narrow. So it's possible, but not advisable. And if you got to the end, you'd have to contemplate potentially bashing into that person's boat as you turned round. On a windy day, that's what happens. Right, let's start the engine up. Here we go. Let's crank it. Good question there from Jason. It says, are there any charts available that tell you exactly which canals are suitable for wide beams or for narrow boats? And I think most maps will show you, actually. If you look on most canal maps, it will say the thick blue line, for example, is a wide canal, and the thin blue line is a narrow one. So it is quite obvious, actually, from a lot of the maps. Right, so we're leaving this lovely bit behind us. So just round that corner, it just is an abrupt end where they are still trying to work and dig it all out, but it's taking a long time due to, well, things that are beyond my reasoning. You know, it's not just down to these people who have got all the time and are volunteering. It's all the organisations. Say no more. Bureaucracies. A very shallow canal, but make sure I stick to the middle. Hello Chris, hello John. Just joining me on the Wendover Arm Canal, which I'm calling the WAC because I like it. It's wacky, or it will be. The canal, it originally started in Wendover and was a rare chalk stream. I'm reading out of the booklets here. It runs for nearly 7 miles through the villages of Halton, Weston, Turville, Buckland, Drayton, Beauchamp and Little Tring, joining the Grand Union Canal at Bulbourne Junction near Tring. It first opened in 1797 and was successful for more than 100 years, then finally closed in 1904 due to constant problems with leakage. Hello! Are you just exploring the canal? It's great, isn't it? Yeah, it's very quiet and very narrow, yeah, you're right. Just going underneath the bridge here, which apparently is not a bridge. I've been told it's something else. It's not a tunnel. Yeah, that at least provides access to this fairly busy road that goes over there. It's about 20 years old, so it is a fairly modern addition or refurbishment. Passing by our first house, so it's quite remote out here, but we're headed back into civilization, really. There is a pipe, underground pipe, that feeds the Grand Union from the source at the Wendover, but it's not the source of the Grand Union, it's just a source of some of the water. Because there's lots of reservoirs around here. Obviously the Tring reservoirs feed the Grand Union Canal. But yeah, they have to run this pipe all the way down, and the organisers of this canal, they say, why not, let's complete the canal and then it can just flow by gravity, save a lot of electricity for the Canal and River Trust, and I think that's a great idea. But yeah, it's a case of those at the top needing to have the idea themselves, I think. Let's just show you this stop lock that we're passing. So you can only see the remains of it. Yeah, perfect weather, isn't it? That's why I'm bringing you along with me, because I thought, hey, such a nice day, let's get you out. Let's get you outside. So there, that's just us passing some ducks sat on a stop lock, so they could shut the navigation here, although I think they look a bit worn because they've also got some extra planks there at the side. They'll be able to pop those in a bit more of a tight seal. Oh, this is the pumping station. Little Tring pumping station. You see it's actually pumping water into this canal here, look. Isn't that great? It shouldn't need to, because if the canal was restored, they'd have a supply of water coming from the end of it. But yeah, that's the pumping station there. It's doing a lot of work, not just for this canal, but the rest of the Grand Union, because this all feeds into it. You know, I probably could just moor there. It's not too shallow at the sides at the moment. Oh, I won't show you, but there's a dead deer in the canal. Oh, that's a shame. I think it's a muntjac deer. Oh. Yeah, best not show you that. Okay, where we are now, we've got some sheep fields to the right of us, and then we'll see some factory buildings. So it's a good contrast. Oh, let's try and sort this camera out, apologies. So this canal, you might not know this, and it's a bit random, a bit weird, but I'm a patron of this canal. They asked me to become a patron last year, and I said yes, and I didn't even know where the canal was. I'd never even heard of it. And now, this is really special. I've got something to do with this canal. It's great. So this video is dedicated to the people of Wendover Canal Trust, who are doing this important work of bringing this feeder canal back to life, not just for leisure purposes, but to feed the rest of the system, to save money on electricity, save the pumping stations. I mean, it's obviously a lot more complicated than that, but yeah, this is an awesome little canal. Very, very quiet, off what is essentially a motorway of the canal. So it's like a little lay-by that you can just discover, and yeah, really, really quiet. The area we're in is known as the Chilterns Area of Outstanding Natural Beauty. So if you've ever heard of the Chilterns, that's sort of the area of the country we are. I like to think we're in is it the home counties, that's what they call it, isn't it? Buckinghamshire, I think. So it's not too far from places like London. That there, London. And this does have a towpath the whole length of it, so you can walk all the way and beyond. It's a nice little circular walk actually, through the reservoirs from Marsworth, which is on the Grand Union, which has got a couple of great little pubs. All the way out to here, which has got no pubs, but still, it's got some sheep. You're not allowed to have sheep and pubs in the same vicinity. Yeah, so lovely blue skies, and it's just perfect weather. I looked at moving tomorrow, I thought no, just looked horrible. Hello there, hello sheeps. They don't see many boats. Not this time of year, certainly. It's a great question from Delia. I have been to the deep lock in Bath. That was one of the first canal lock I ever did, I think. I think it's the one that comes off the river. No, it's near Pulteney Bridge in Bath. It's quite clear water here, as you can see. I am churning it up slightly. Can't see any fish though, just sheep. Sheep gongoozlers, yeah. Reminds me of mooring up in Braunston, which I did for most of last year, I feel like. It was just a few months there, hanging around. But yeah, I was moored for much of it next to a sheep field during lambing season, so there was lots of meh, where are you, meh, I'm over here, meh. So I think that's what they're saying to each other. They're very social. Right, let's not get distracted by farmyard animals. It's time to look ahead to what's coming up. I sound like a TV announcer, don't I? Which is a nice little segue because we have been filming here for TV. Yesterday channel, there's a new series of Canal Boat Diaries coming out. Don't know when, but I will obviously let you know as soon as I do know. And I've just finished, 6 months of filming, all the way through the winter, through summer, spending time in the West Midlands, a little bit in Staffordshire, went to Coventry for the first time, and then filmed on the Grand Union for a lot of it as well. And I can't wait to show it to you because it's going to be an epic 10 episode long, each one being 45 minutes at least. You know, with the adverts, it's an hour programme, and yeah, you're going to love it. But it's on the Yesterday channel. We're switching because they've got more room in the schedules for us. So that's makes sense, doesn't it? It'll end up on YouTube one day anyway, I'm sure. People always uploading stuff. Right, I'll try and bring the chat up so I can answer some of your questions. This is the best part about doing live streams, is that I can chat to you whilst we're going along. Right, YouTube. You'd think if I logged into YouTube, it would just. I'll see you later. Thanks for hanging out. Someone's just saying they've got to go. You don't have to stay with me this whole journey. It's just, you know, checking in and out, isn't it? Really. Yeah, but you'd think if I'd logged into YouTube, it would just come up with Robbie's live now. No, got to search for it. Got it. There I am. I found myself on YouTube, and more importantly, I found the comments. But let's just look where we're going here. We're back into suburbia for a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to go back to a question from Super Nick BB. He says, as a continuous cruiser, is there a minimum distance you have to travel? No, there's no minimum distance. You just have to keep moving. All right, so there's no set distance in miles, and I would like to keep it that way. It's just a Latin phrase which says bona fide navigation, which just means to genuinely move your boat and just don't just take the mickey and stay in one place. And I'd rather it was like that than anything else. Hi Robbie, good to see the action again. Sorry Mr. Start, says Alan. Looking forward to seeing that. Sounds brilliant. Blah blah. Must say, thanks for all your comments recently. It's been so nice. Look at this. There's another little arm coming off there, and I almost missed it. Oh, bum. Shall I find out what that is? Let's find out what that is. Because I'm interested, and I need to know more about this canal as we head towards these factory buildings. So what was that little bit? Doesn't say on my map, but there was a little brook that feeds into the canal, I think, in and out. Is a silent electric boat desirable for TV, says Shanty Barry? Well, I'm not sure, because most people who like the show say this is a great, it's all part of the relaxation, it's all part of the experience to hear that chug 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 chug. It sort of takes you back in time, doesn't it? Plus it wouldn't be practical, electric engine as reliable, but the batteries aren't. That's the power supply. Not quite there yet, because I've done a lot of filming in winter and it just would not have helped. So we're just heading towards these buildings now. I'm just going to find out what they are so I can tell you. Anything so far? Got what as well. Whoop. Just move you slightly. And yeah, let's try and give you a better view of what we're going past. Got these silos here. Oh, sorry, the camera's a bit wobbly, isn't it? I'll have to hold it up. That's it, they're full of grain, those silos. Apparently. It's the flour mill we're going past. How cool is that? Shout out to Haygates Grain Limited, who run this flour mill, is what it says on the map. It's got some old buildings there, connected to some new buildings. Getting a lot of questions about the TV show, and I love that, I do love that, but I've just got to concentrate on this little bend here. I think I'd like to pause for a little bit to try and fix the camera so it's not as shaky as it has been. That's a bit too shaky, isn't it? But yeah, so people are asking about TV stuff. I've mentioned just recently a new series is coming to Yesterday Channel, and it's going to blow your freaking minds because it's 10 episodes long. And I think they're going to show one a week, but I don't know. Water so clear. Seems quite chalky though, and that makes sense being in it's a chalk, based on a chalk stream. So yeah, it does seem very, maybe that's the clay, puddling clay. But yeah, it does look very chalky underneath the water. So just going around Haygate's flour mill, and they're all loading up this lorry with the flour. Look at that, isn't that great? This is about as industrial as it gets on this part of the canal. But yeah, they're all loading up. And we're going to carry on through this bridge here, which is a bridge. Definitely a bridge. Not a tunnel. There's some swans. Hello. Want some bread? There we go. Yeah, so loads of contrast here, because now we're about to go back into the wilderness again, or at least back into a stretch where you can't see any houses. So quite a short stream today. Yesterday channel not available in Ireland. Is it not? I mean, for a lot of people they'll say they can't find the Yesterday channel anyway, so you have to retune your TV in a lot of cases. But there's a DVD available for the first 4 series coming out next week sometime. So at least overseas viewers will be able to buy that and watch it that way. But it is a shame that people can't all just switch on the telly and there it is, but yeah, that's life. Right, it's a good question from Jason. Hi Robbie, have you considered setting up a 360-degree camera on your boat's roof? It would allow viewers to look around at will and save you from having to move the camera. Yes, but I wouldn't be able to pick my nose. You know, sometimes I just like to be able to point the camera away from my face. Yeah, not saying that people would want to swivel the camera around to see my face, but yeah. For the moment, I like this way of working, but yeah, 360-degree camera would be really cool, wouldn't it? And if you had a VR headset, you could be in the moment even more. But yeah, for now, this is what I've got. And I've got a lot going on this year. That this is a bit of an afterthought. This live stream. I'm just like, well, I'm moving the boat. I've not got any filming to do. Let's go. I haven't marketed it or anything at all properly. But yeah, loads going on in terms of, I've got a few live shows, only about 4 of them booked in at the moment. Eastleigh, Sudbury, Goole and Mount Sorrel in Leicestershire. No other dates confirmed because no one else wants me. But when we show them how good the show is, and it is just about me telling stories about my life on the boat and showing pictures and videos that you've not seen before. A bit of music as well, play some tunes. So I've got that to prepare for, even though it's just 4 shows. I need to more up and get going on that. And I'd like to write a book, and I'd like to put out a podcast this year as well. So all that takes a lot of effort when it's just you doing it. I've tried to recruit other people, but yeah, it's been difficult working remotely as I do. How do you get other people to edit your videos? You can't really, unless you mail them all of the files. Anyway, let's turn the camera around. Eastleigh is the Concord Club. Matt Smith's asked a good question. Outside of the cost, would you like to be able to moor up for periods of time instead of always continual cruising? Yeah, that's exactly what I want to do right now. But it isn't as easy as that, because I've called around the local marinas, they're all full. A lot of them say no permanent moorings, no residential moorings, so you can't live there. And some of them are even saying, well, there's a minimum, like the Canal and River Trust permanent moorings, there's a minimum period of a year. And even so, in all these cases, you're on a waiting list, especially around this area where we are so close to London. Marinas, no, they're all chock-a-block, all full. So my only option at the moment is just to keep moving around until I hear about the next series, and then I'm off on another adventure. But I want to replace my windows. I've got so many windows that are broken and leaking, and yeah, I just need that sorted. And you need to just stick in one place, don't you, to arrange these sort of things. It makes it a lot easier anyway. And I don't mind where I moor up, because I've got my truck. I can drive from wherever I moor to wherever I want to be, go shopping, do the laundry, all that sort of stuff. So I just need to moor close enough to a pump out machine and a water tap. That's all I need. That's all I need, really. But it's just not that simple. Even you'd think, oh, for me, people will know who I am and they'll be like, oh yeah, just come and moor here. It's not like that. It does not work like that. Right, we're almost at the end of this canal and this live stream, so not too far. So this bit, very narrow, very shallow, but it's the gateway to a very tranquil part of the network that not many people have seen. So you've just seen something that not many people have actually seen. It's off the beaten track, this. I've been up and down the Grand Union a few times and I've not seen it before. So yeah, it's been very special to take you with me. Almost at 200 people watching this stream. This is great for something that's just randomly popped up in the middle of the day. Hope I'm not distracting you from your work too much. And if you're watching this back, thank you so much. Thanks to all the Crankit crew as well. You've stuck by me through thick and thin, and we're still cranking. We're still making these blooming videos. I've got another YouTube video on the way, just showing you exactly what it's like to barge through ice and between storms. Big good day to Al Wobbly Boater, who's our blue mechanic. No, he's a moderator, that's why he's got his blue spanner next to his name. But I hadn't told him that I was doing this live stream today, because just things are mad, things are hectic, and I just wanted to just switch the camera on. Just go for it, because tomorrow's weather looks terrible, and the day after. And the mooring at the end of this arm, this Wendover Arm Canal, or WAC, is only 2 days. So, I mean, you might be able to eke out a few more days, up to 14 days, anywhere here, but yeah, you're going to make it difficult for other people to get in. So, yeah. Mr. Fruity Cakes says, have I got a new chimney? I actually do. That's new, that one. It's not a chimney, it's a flue for the boiler. Morco boiler. That's how I have hot showers. I haven't had a hot shower today, so I better do that. Another question here. Are kayak... Sorry, it's a bit rattly. this thing? Just sort it out, tiller pin. There we go. Are kayaks allowed on the canals? Yes, they are, yeah. And there's plenty of events if you're in the UK and you're looking for an event to go along to, or learn how to do it, or do some stand-up paddle boarding, all that sort of stuff. Those opportunities are available. And this is a great little one, you know, pop your little boat in and row all the way up the end. Spoken like a true sailor, I know. Now, being on this boat's enough for me. People say, why don't you do fishing and all that, but no, spending time on the back of the boat is enough. And at the moment I'm spending a lot of time writing music inside and writing for the live show and for trying to get a book ready, and well, I don't know if I'll be able to manage it, but yeah, I do a lot of work inside. Last night I was up till 1 AM working on the next YouTube video, so you know. This is just bliss, being able to be outside. Oh dear. I think I should probably upgrade my internet as well. The signal faltered a bit there. Apologies for that. Oh, dearie me. But yeah, I'd love to upgrade my boat, but even if I had all the money in the world, it's still reliant on other people. And it seems like you've got to plan ahead for years in the future to, if I want to have my boat completely repainted, I'm in a queue for a couple of years before there's a space available. I better start booking now, aren't I? But I don't know where I'd be in 2 years. Likely not at where I've picked to be the location to paint my boat. So it's just going to have to be hand painting from now on. And it is rust. I mean, look, there's bits here that just rust patches. So I just have to tackle those and do my best, really. And yeah, I could get a good old painting party together and all that sort of stuff. But again, it's organisation and having to look after other people, and it's too much for my little brain. But yeah, maybe I'll get some new windows this year. That would be a major upgrade. And also I'd like to put in a new engine, so exactly the same engine but a refurbished one, as if I'd taken out the engine and polished it all up and put it back together again, which of course I wouldn't do that because it'd leave me for a few weeks without having an engine. So I think ideally buy a Lister ST2. If anyone's got a Lister ST2 that they want to get shot of, let me know. And then I'll swap it over for the one that's in here, and then sell that. Imagine that, buying the engine that's in the Naughty Lass. That would be pretty cool. I wonder who would buy that. I'm going to take some props with me to the live shows that I'm doing this year. I think that would be a good idea. So a few of the items on top of my roof might come with me. Just going past this cornfield, I guess. Hard to tell when it's all been cut back. Maze, whatever you call it, I don't know. I did grow up in a farming community, but I didn't really have much to do with it. Thanks Barry for that pub of the week recommendation in Wendover. I'm not able to get to Wendover. That's it's all blocked off because the canal doesn't go there. It used to, but in 1904 they had to close much of it down because it's just too much leakage. But if they were to fix this canal up, get there easy. 6 miles and 3/4, yeah, 6 and 3/4 mile stretch, this canal. was. At the moment it's about, I don't know, about a mile and a half I feel. Maybe 2 miles. So you're right, I probably could walk from where I moored this, just recently. But I don't like walking 4 miles to the pub. Because you've got to walk 4 miles back again. At least it stops you drinking so much. So I'm going to end this live stream as I get to Bulbourne Junction, which is just coming up soon. Now this bit here, this is where some of the water from this canal flows down into the Grand Union. It runs parallel at this point, just over there. So we're very, very close now to the junction. So if you've got any last requests? Any questions? Now's your chance. Thanks for your lovely comments, by the way. I don't give the nice comments enough appreciation. Oh, missed a question there from Stuart. Did many trees come down in the storms? I think they did, yeah. A good few. Just as each year it happens, you know, it's the way of nature. But this year we've got this problem with ash dieback, the disease that's occurring in ash trees. So we're seeing the effects of that. Free firewood for Robbie. Anyway, we're about to get onto the junction. I'm going to turn right, just find somewhere to moor up quickly, and as to which direction I head on after that, I don't know. I could go to Berkhamsted, or I could go back towards Leighton Buzzard. But either way, I won't be mooring up anywhere permanently for a while, even though I'd like to. But yeah, we'll just have to see what happens on that front. 42 foot it is, Tony. Sudbury venue, not sure. Heading north or south? Yeah, we'll see. Right. That's it, folks. Love you guys. I'll see you again next time.